Charlotte, North Carolina, Bank of America Stadium as a couple teams square off in a game that is often filled with hijinks and fun, the Duke's Mayo Bowl. While this game caps off the regular season, how that season is remembered will be impacted greatly by what happens in this game. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. This is a matchup that we've been talking about coming into this. High-powered offense squaring off against a defense that is more than capable of shutting them down. This one's going to be fun, David.
Yeah, and this defense has been able to do that. Like every offense they face, they've played great. They take away what you do best. Obviously, Palmer, on that other side, this is a high-powered offense. They're really, really good. How does this matchup unfold?
You're right, David, and I think as the season's gone on, this is a matchup that we've circled on our calendar, knowing that these two teams are going to square off and face each other. So many guys on the field today are going to play in the National Football League. There's a lot of experience on both sides of the ball. This one's going to be fun to watch.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He's got the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Canes in the hurry-up. Run in the red zone. It's Hobbs. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. The play action fake. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit, and he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers offense will have its first possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Looking to throw on first down. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Gage. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still short of the first down. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Got his man on the right. And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Hand off from the shotgun. And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the first down. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. The Cornhuskers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Wide open downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. He'll keep it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Now the play fake. They get to him as he throws. Touchdown, Huskers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out there, down 7-3 as they open this drive. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Daly. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his man. It's Daly. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Hurley. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. With the catch, it's Hobbs. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Way for more. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Sends it back in motion. Swings it out to the flat. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. And this one is perfect. That brings them to within one.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Bringing it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Hurricanes. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
And finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Some misdirection with the counter. It's a fumble! And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Intercepted! A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Caves! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he did it. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, right?
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. That's reeled in. It's Gage. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. The Huskers look to keep this drive humming. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. He leaves it with his back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And that is no good. Flag on the field, and the kicker's going to have a little bit shorter distance to work with here.
Roughing the kick. Defense.
Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. Now from inside the red zone. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. When you play backer at Miami, you got to bring some of that vintage Kane attitude.
The attitude, the physicality, the dislike for people. That's what you need at the linebacker spot. Miami's found a few of those guys over the years.
And the Huskers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That cuts into this deficit. It's now 20-10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Fires to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hurley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. On target over the middle. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. It's complete on the right side. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Daly. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got it inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this 1st half for the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll move the tight end. He'll pull it on the read. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal coming up. Quarterback keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Miami. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Looking to throw for it. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free and fourth down is coming up. The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll run it to the right. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Worked his way out across the 35, got it up to the 37-yard line, but still a little bit short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. And the Hurricanes will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Third down play from the gun. Looking down the middle. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. The Huskers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The short hands, it's Hurley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Completes it in the middle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Heaves it deep. Man, it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Punt is on its way. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The give to the back. Trucks through the defender. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, on paper, we wondered what this matchup might look like, and through 2 quarters of ball in the Dukes-Mayo kickoff game, it's been an ideal way to tee up the new season. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. With that, I'll just say it's great to have football back. Let's send it back to the guys at the Dukes-Mayo kickoff game for the second half.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off play action on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And the Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Wow, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play. And linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys that can rush the passer. Not easy to block.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds a man in the middle. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gage.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Still running at the 35.
Dude, when you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards, what a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Gage. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some score. Oh, he's got some space. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's got it down the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Got his man quickly. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. He'll keep it on the sneak. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Good right down the boulevard. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. On the ground, it's Hobbs. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has...
Breaks into the open. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Got his man downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Looking for the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Hurricanes. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Nebraska, 13.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. They go back to work in the final period of this one. We've reached a break and Miami is holding onto the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go and it looks as if we are ready to play. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. It's complete to the left.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. On the run, it's Hobbs. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. They'll go right back to it. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. And the Canes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. That zone blitz causing some confusion up front, and they're able to pay it off with a sack.
Well, you never know who's coming in that zone blitz. Like, a lot of times you're dropping a defensive end or you're dropping a defensive tackle and bringing linebackers, and it's very abnormal. It's a good thing to mix in to confuse quarterbacks, and it worked there, and that's why the defense got the sack.
The Hurricanes will call on their punt team. And the returner will be dragged down. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The Cornhuskers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Here's the pressure. Get it out on the screen. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Gage. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. The Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. Powers through the defender. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it falls in, complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Just a short pass to the tight end. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good. They marched 79 yards on the drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. And the Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Right down the middle. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got to...
Turning it on! Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. He'll do it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Defense calls a timeout to put together a strategy. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. The Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. They'll make the stop about And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the third time. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to fire on second down. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Cornhuskers racing to the line in the hurry up. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. Got a man in the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. He caught it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw on third. Touchdown, Nebraska! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So an 82-yard drive there. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt, they sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these 2 teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of